Hey, what's happening, gamers? Ubisoft is at it again, this time with another digital offering by the studio behind Rayman Legends. Our main protagonist is actually a young girl who's been transported into the world of dreams. Her main goal is to return home to her father before he passes away from grief. For the most part, Child of Light is an action platformer game with some RPG elements, like turn-based battles and a level-up system. Still, no platformer is without its share of puzzles, and this one no different. Aurora can push boxes and even throw switches, but feats that are just a bit too tall, it requires a creature that is very small. A firefly actually accompanies Aurora and helps her bend light, but the tiny being is really handy in a fight. He can heal, blind enemies, and unlock hard-to-reach locations, but most of all he's used to light very dark places. In case you hadn't caught it, this narrative was a parody of rhymes. Why? Because I watched way too much of The Princess Bride. Also, that's how this game's story is told. Very clever for an RPG composed of just, well, you know. Okay, so the Firefly is actually controlled in real time by clicking the right control stick while controlling your character. However, by syncing a Wiimote, a second player can assist player 1 too. Playing together was actually really fun, which you can check out on our Let's Play channel very soon. During the course of Aurora's adventure, she will meet lots of colorful characters and see environments that are plucked right from a child's imagination. After defeating the first boss, she's given a task to reunite the sun, moon, and stars. The Forest Queen then grants her the ability to fly because Aurora's like, how am I going to reach the skies? Let me tell you though, the best aspect about flight is there's no timer or meters in sight. Just you in the clouds as you soar out of sight. Well, not really out of sight since this game is titled Child of Light. I rhymed again, didn't I? Anyway, one of the biggest things Child of Light has going for it is its visual style, and I can describe it best with one word: stunning. From the shading and fantastic lighting effects, this game's graphics has it all. This game is also like a living piece of art. It's just so organic. I'm still amazed by all the detail that they packed into this game. It's just wondrous. Likewise, the music does a radical job of complementing the world of Lumira 2. It really reminded me how I felt about playing SNES RPGs of old, with music that just captivates your very soul. On to the combat, because it plays a big part of the overall scheme. While the battles are streamlined, it's not really a bad thing and works to this game's strength, since this RPG was designed with that accessibility in mind at the get-go. Still, it does bring some new elements to the table, like swapping in heroes. Later in the game, once you start building up your party, Aurora and others can switch out in real time. This tag team element really works well, and you don't void your turn either when you swap somebody in, which I thought was pretty cool. Another feature I've seen was the ability to earn additional XP from using enemies' weaknesses against them. Example, fire! Basically what you do is you add magic to your weapons, and this is done in the crafts menu. Trust me, forging gems is a skill you'll want to master, or facing bosses will be a disaster. Actions in battle primarily consist of attacking, defense, and magic, though defense actually helps your player avoid their turn being interrupted, which that's what happens on the timeline thing. Plus, it speeds up your move for your next turn, too. On the sides of the screen, you'll see like these dream plant things, and what you want to use is the Firefly to gather the sprites. This will refill your party's health, MP, and the Wisp energy meter so he can continue assisting you in battle. Since this RPG is pretty basic, your only real reward from winning is gaining skill points and leveling up. By going into the skill tree menu, you can customize how your hero's path will go. Increased strength, magic, spells, who knows? So what didn't I like about Child of Light though? Honestly, I just feel it plays it safe for an RPG. See, the game was just a bit too short for my taste, and it can be beaten in about a day or so. I fought roughly 300 enemies give or take and grinded between 45 to 50 levels before completing the game. Though I admit this game had me hooked from start to finish. Bosses were so well balanced and the pacing wasn't that bad for an RPG. The soothing atmosphere was also a delight, and looking back, my issues were definitely light. Though yeah, the lack of New Game Plus makes me sad, because playing from the beginning as a souped-up Aurora would have been so rad. Additional quests are slim at best though, usually revolving around folks you've met or rescued, so I would have liked to see more content for a game as grand as this. Instead, Child of Light actually relies on its breathtaking visuals and strong poetic vibe to grip your attention, which both of these features make this a must-play game, folks. In closing, I really did like Child of Light. but flying was definitely the part about the game I loved the most. Swapping in heroes was a unique approach to handling a bigger party too. Without giving away too much of the plot other than it being a bit sad, the story was so well done and I'm hopeful for a sequel, I really am. If you can, I would strongly suggest checking out this game because it's sure to brighten your day. Child of Light gets an 8 out of 10. Well gamers, that's how I honestly felt about Child of Light. If you would like to check out this game for yourself, click the link in the description below and tell Ubisoft K-Wing sent you. And that's it, that's all ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching another one of my reviews. If you liked it, don't forget to click that like button and tell me in the comments below. If you didn't like it, well, let me know why. Until next time, God bless and happy gaming. I'll be seeing you.